Great songs come about in a number of different ways. The inspiration for them can come from anywhere, and the journey from a seed of an idea to a final song is different every time. But they all have one thing in common. They were finished. Somebody finished them and put it out. If you're like most guitar players, you've written tons and tons of riffs, maybe even a bunch of awesome ones, but you don't have very many, if any, completed songs. This is the biggest but also the most common barrier to success in music that I've seen, and we need to get you over this hump because songs are your currency in the music industry. Nobody's coming out to your show or looking you up on Spotify to hear your half-finished riff salad. So, if you've never completed a song before, your time has come. This video is for you. Papa Trey is gonna help you out. There's no easy way to do this. If there were, everyone would be able to do it, and then it wouldn't be special. But this is gonna give you a huge leg up on everybody else. The first step in this is a mindset shift. It's time for you to realize that most great songs are built on one musical idea and a few variations on that idea, and not 10 random riffs slapped together. More riffs is not gonna make your song better. If you don't know what you're doing, it's actually very much the opposite. You don't need 10 different ideas in a song, and if you try to do that, it'll probably make it a completely unlistenable piece of crap. You also need to be okay with where you're at right now. You gotta get over the idea that you're making a perfect masterpiece, because that definitely won't be song 1, probably won't be song 10, and if you're lucky, it might be song 100. The idea that you start from doesn't have to be the greatest thing either. You don't need an amazing riff. Great songs have been made with really mediocre riffs, or get this, with no riffs at all. A great riff is of course going to make an awesome song even better, so bring your best material, but don't worry about it too much to start. You can always tweak the riff along the way, or totally replace it with something better later on. And lastly, done is better than perfect. And perfect is the enemy of great. Step 2. So you've got a riff. Great. Step 2 is to make some variations on your riff. Not more new riffs, variations of the riff that you already have. You are not allowed to add new riffs to this song. I am forbidding it. Everything you do in this song is going to be some version of the musical idea that you started with. You're gonna for sure need one that's a way simpler version for your verse, and then just a few other variations for other parts of the song. Check out this video here in the card for some ideas on how to create riff variations. Step number 3, you're also gonna write some chord progressions for your chorus and your bridge. They can be riffy as well if you like, but you're gonna make them easy to sing over. Step number 4, you are going to use a song structure template that I'm gonna give you, and you're not gonna get fancy with it. Everybody wants to reinvent the wheel before they've tried using a wheel the way that a wheel's been used for forever. As you improve as a songwriter, you'll be able to create more interesting and unique song structures. But you need to be able to crawl before you can drive a Lambo into the sunset while explosions go off behind you. What you need to do is write something with an incredibly basic, common, and simple song structure and just get it fucking done. You can blow everybody's minds with your groundbreaking song structures later. Right now we're aiming for complete. So we're sticking with Old Faithful. Here's what it's gonna look like. Hang on, let me just, it's gonna start with your riff, the main riff, okay? Then verse 1, which is gonna be that simplified version of the riff that we talked about before. Then the chorus, right into the chorus. That's gonna be chords, okay? You can kinda, riff it up a little bit within those chords, but it has to be really easy to sing over, all right? Then after that, the riff again. Great. Verse 2, basically the same as the first verse. Maybe you play the riff a little bit differently or have some different drums, a different backbeat, something like that to spice it up a little bit, but basically the same as the first. Chorus 2, same deal, same as the first chorus. Then after that, the bridge. So the bridge, once again, is gonna be chords, basically like the chorus, but probably a different set of chords, or you can do them half-time. Same chords, but just twice as long. That can also have a solo in it. You can have your singing bridge and then a solo, or it can be just the solo. Lots of people have used the solo as a bridge, works pretty well.
The guitar solo is the bridge.
Then, the final chorus, chorus 3, which is gonna be a double chorus, so it'll be twice as long as the other choruses. You just take it and do it twice. It's also going to be your all-in chorus, okay? Your kitchen sink chorus with all the vocal layers and harmonies and layers of guitars and stuff. Just throw everything at it that you can. And then the main riff again, that's your outro, and that's it, okay? Let's scoot back real quick. Then, step 5, you're gonna write some lyrics for your song. You're gonna write some for your verse, your chorus, and your bridge. Don't overthink it. Write about something that you know, something that you care about. Keep it simple and catchy, and try to say a lot with as few words as possible. You're gonna follow this very simple, bulletproof formula of a song structure, a recipe, if you will. You're gonna stick to the recipe, and when you're done, you'll have yourself a musical meal. Not an extravagant feast, but a solid, humble peasant's supper, the first of many. To make this even easier for you, I've created a tool to help you complete your first song, and it's completely free. It's just a guide that I put together to turn one riff into one song in 1 week. It's called the 7-Day Riff to Song Challenge, and it's the tough love that you need to get your song done. You've already got the raw material, probably way more than you need. Now you need to put it into a package to deliver your musical ideas, because if you can't do this in a classic, tried and true song structure, it's pretty unlikely that you're gonna be able to do it with this like off-the-wall, unusual one. It goes into a lot more detail on all these ideas than I can in one quick YouTube video. So to accept the 7-Day Riff to Song Challenge, you just need to click the link in the description and follow the instructions. In order for this to work, you're gonna have to trust me. If you follow my instructions very carefully, in a week, you'll have a finished song. And once you've gotten a taste of the finished song life, there's no going back.